All right, it is the morning of 24 March, heading out from Allen Gap towards Irwin, Tennessee. Hoping I can get there in about 3 days, maybe 4. So far it's a nice morning. You can tell that it got below freezing up here. There's frost in some different areas. So I'm guessing this is the right way. Oh, there's the blaze. Yep. There's the white blaze. So this morning there is a 2,800 foot gain, and I think it's 6.6 miles long, the climb. So a nice good warm up to the day, huh? All right, there's a sign here that says Trail Magic. Welcome 2024 hikers. Homemade cookie, filtered water, trash can. The Southern Cookie Lady. So I believe I'm going to go on down and see about getting a cookie. Although I'm not supposed to have it, I just might walk down there. Even though it's only 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Come on, little camera. There we go. Look at that cute little cabin. There's smoke coming out of the chimney. How cool is that? Alright, I finally came to a little bit of an opening and zooming over there to see the mountains. But there's just not there are a lot of trees in the way. But yeah, today's been another day of more in the forest, and so far just not too many openings to be able to view the mountains out there. Alright, this will just give you an idea of what the path has been like, maybe the last quarter mile. I don't know how long it'll last for, but at least it hasn't been like this all day. It's just, like I say, about the last quarter mile. There's been quite a few rocks. Otherwise, overall, it's been a very pleasant dirt trail. Not a lot of roots and not a lot of rocks. So I sat down to take a picture to show what I'll be climbing over in a couple seconds here. And now I'm not so sure I'll be able to get up without taking my pack off. The seat rock was just a little bit lower than I had anticipated. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get up or not. So the good news is I was able to get up, and I can go ahead and carry on hiking up through the boulders or rocks or whatever the proper term would be for them. All right, this is the view from the top of Black Stack Cliffs. Pretty hazy day, but with the naked eye, you can see different little towns down there. I just know the camera won't pick it up. Just wanting to give you an idea of what I am climbing up right now. Pretty much, I'm not even using my trekking poles every now and then, but overall I'm having to use my hands to help pull me up. Wow, this is quite the climb. Getting up to the ridge line, and I forget the name of it, Firescald Knob or something like that. I don't know, but I feel like I'm in one of the Jumanji movies I saw, the jungle that they're in, where Tom Hanks' son is the airplane pilot in the movie. But I'm waiting to hear the drums beating for Jumanji. Oh-wee. All right, got up on the ridge line, and well, this is about all you see right here. This is the ridge line. And there you have it, folks. Not much of a view. All right, I am on top of Howard's Rock. That is the name of this place. And finally, up on the ridge line, there has been an opening to take some pictures. It's pretty neat to see kind of the flatlands down there, and then in the distance behind them, another mountain range. Some meadows down there. Well, I was hoping to make it 18 miles today to a different shelter, but wow, I just don't see that happening. This trail has been extremely strenuous on me, and as you can see, I'm going to have to put my camera away and my hiking poles. I have to go way down there and then across and then up the other side. So yeah, it's been extremely rough this last, I don't know, half mile or so. All right, so that's what I just came down. Come across here. And that is what I'm climbing up. Of all days, to start out with a 4-day supply of food in your pack weighing you down. Here we go. Yahoo! I made it up that rock climb. Now to continue along the ridge in hopes that soon I start back down. I passed a couple slack packing southbound, and they said once you're through with this ridge line, it's pretty smooth sailing. But it's some, slight ups and downs and dirt, not all this climbing on the rocks. So, whoo-wee. But the good thing is, every now and then, you still get that beautiful view. My knees are not happy with me at all right now. They are very mad at me. Okay, time to put the phone away. Well, I tried to figure out how I could do a selfie with the numbers there, but I can't. It's just, there's no way I'm bending down to do it. I'll never get back up if I try to get anywhere near it. So, but there it is, the 300-mile mark. Woohoo! So the sign shows exposed ridgeline trail is the AT, and the bad weather trail would be a side trail. Then down the line they merge in 1.4 miles. That 1.4 miles probably took me over 2 hours to get through. Man, were those rocks ever hard to climb up and down and over. Beautiful viewing spots, without a doubt. But holy cow, is my body screaming at me right now. Asking me, what have you done to me? So hopefully I'll be able to start picking up my pace a little bit now that I'm back down in what I'm going to call the flatlands. Because man, that was tough. That was really one tough trail up there on that ridge line. I was hoping to make 18 point something miles today to a shelter up the way, but the next shelter is a couple miles away, and I'm going to have to reassess everything at that point to really think hard if I could make it before sunset to the farther shelter. It took me way longer than I had anticipated on that ridge line. Oh, that's too funny. So, time will tell. But right now, I'm not even speeding up at all. I'm just rolling along. Try to get my body back in gear here. Find a place to set my pack down, do some stretching out, eat a little bit. I've been drinking my electrolytes the whole way. But, yeah, and then see how the body feels after that. I have found this tree to be very interesting looking. Definitely looks really old. All right, it's been a 12.1 mile day. This is Jerry's cabin shelter. This is it, cute little thing. It's got the tarps in front of it. Instead of going on, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm exhausted. All right, starting out this morning, had a huge change to the weather forecast. Instead of wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, now it's wind gusts sustained at 30 with the gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Temperatures are supposed to keep plummeting. They were supposed to be in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Now they'll be mid 40s down into the lower 30s. So I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying to push as hard as I can. I'm actually a little bit scared, but it's something I'll work out. The good Lord keep it over me, watch over me. But probably not much recording today. I have to try and get 20 miles in to get a ride to a hostel. It's going to rain the next 2 days and or sleet. So there's a little gravestone marker here. Howard E. Bassett, age 83 of Connecticut. Died November 9th, 1987. Hiked AT 1968. Ashes on this spot 4/1988. I'm telling you, this is a really rough day of hiking. Right this second, I'm out of the wind gusts. But holy cow. When they brush up with those 50-mile-an-hour gusts they were talking about, it's a good thing I'm wearing a 33-pound pack on my back or I get blown away. Man, oh man, this is tough. I really gonna try so hard to get 18 miles in today so I can get to a gap to get picked up by a shuttle. But we'll see if I have it in me. If the terrain stays like it has been since I left the shelter, there's a chance. Now, I might not get there till close to dark, but at least there's a chance. Otherwise, I'll have to hunker down in one of the shelters or pitch my tent by a shelter and hope there aren't any blowdowns anywhere near where I'm staying. This is, wow, what a change of events. Sometimes flexible is too rigid, you have to stay fluid. I think my mouth is freezing. Okay, I have about 8.5 miles to go until my planned shelter stop. It's almost, I think almost 1 o'clock, somewhere 1:45, somewhere in there. So I'm making some really good time today. The trail has been kind to me. The winds have definitely died down, being here in the forest down a little bit more. We do have, I think, what is coming up at some point about a 3-mile climb. So we'll see how that wind holds as I'm going up that climb. Hopefully I'll be on the side of the mountain where maybe it won't be blowing as hard. But so far, I've been very blessed with being on a side where the wind just isn't knocking me around. stopped and filled up my water bottle, little water bottles, I should say, in a little stream. There's not another one for over 3 miles. And I seem to have been drinking a lot of water today. So I figured I'd better get them both filled up. That way I'll have plenty to last me till the next water supply place. But yeah, this has been very, very pleasant. Again, beautiful day. Rain expected tomorrow, off and on rain all day. One person was just telling me the last forecast they saw, it'll be off and on rain the whole day. So 90% chance of precipitation, all rain, and a couple of times some might be heavier downpours. So I think, I don't know, I'll just have to see how it is during those time frames. I do have an umbrella. Pull the umbrella out, maybe hunker down next to a tree with my umbrella or some of the bushes to get a little more protection during the heavier downpours. And then once those let up, go ahead and take back off again. So I was bouncing back and forth about trying to get to a hostel today, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stay in one of the shelters if there's openings. If not, I'll pitch my tent. But I really need to get into Erwin, Tennessee. I was told they have a Walmart. I need to get some more of the surgical pads or dressings, whatever they're called, to put on my hips. I'm down to the last 2 that are on now. I had them on yesterday and today, and they are just starting to fall apart. I'll take it off tonight. Hopefully I can salvage enough to wear them tomorrow as well, and have enough left over to get into Erwin probably Thursday. I'm thinking might be like the last shelter might be about an 8-mile hike from there into Erwin. So that should be a nice, what I will call a near zero day. And then I need to regroup at that point if I will just go ahead and take off the next day or if I will take a 0. But if the weather's nice, I'll probably just go ahead and take off and keep on moving down the trail. So yeah, my knees are still just a little bothersome. I took a couple Motrin when I stopped and ate lunch. So we'll see how that goes. And like I say, 8.8 miles, I'm sorry, 8.5 miles to the next shelter. Hopefully it takes me about, I don't know, 4.5 hours. I'm doing just about 2 miles per hour every day. But yeah, get there in plenty of time to be able to relax and put my feet up for a little bit. And then have some dinner and get a good night's rest. I slept pretty good last night. There were only 3 of us that stayed in the shelter. I think there were 6 or 9 people that had their tents up outside it. So I'm glad it wasn't a full shelter. I was able to turn my mattress kind of at an angle. My air mattress was too long for the actual platform on the shelter. So I was able to turn it a little bit sideways so that my head didn't fall off the end there. So, yep. So that's about all for me right now. Hope everybody's having a great day. So I'll see if I can remember all the people who were at the shelter there last night. Jerry's cabin shelter, or Johnny cabin. I think it was Jerry cabin shelter. So let me see. Inside the shelter was Teaberry, myself, and Ramble. A lot of people tented. So there was Chica, Lolli, Mountain Goat, Moxie, No Rush, Chopsticks, Poles, Chickpea, Jeremy, and I think that's all I can remember right now that had tented. So it was a nice group. New to me, my first time meeting was Jeremy, Chica, and Mountain Goat. They were 3 that I had not met before. All the others I have met. Oh, if I didn't say Moxie, Moxie was tinting as well. But all the others I have met with and or hiked with it at some point along the line. So we seem to have our own little bubble, if you will. We know there's another one ahead of us, but we all seem to have our own little bubble as well. So it's pretty neat. Several of them are going to a gap today to get picked up and go to a hostel. And they're thinking of taking a 0 tomorrow so that they're not in the rain. But a few of us are going to stick it out and go to the shelter. So up the hill I go. Catch you later. All right, I am coming down into Devil's Fort Gap. I finally got a signal. Saw the weather tonight. This afternoon, the winds are supposed to start picking up, sustained up to 30 miles per hour, and there are going to be wind gusts up to 60. So I am pushing an 18-mile day to get to a pickup for a hostel that I made reservations at. Okay, Lord, let me play Frogger and get across this road before a car comes. Whew, thank you. And then I'm probably going to ride it out because Tuesday it's supposed to rain. Today is Monday. Tuesday it is supposed to rain, and the wind gusts during the day are supposed to be up to 55 miles per hour. I'm not going to chance trying to dodge trees and branches that are falling, so this is a very unplanned stay at a hostel. Hopefully I will get to the pickup area by 6 tonight, since I didn't plan on making it an 18-mile day. But I'm trying to push hard. I thought I'd show you this beautiful little meadow area we're going through. And as down there were the stairs I had to cross over. I'm not sure if I showed them to you or not. But that's what I had to cross over to get here. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I am trying to push hard so that tonight I'll be at a hostel. Tuesday I will take a 0 day. I'm not going to be out there when there's 55 mile per hour winds blowing around and rain and trees and branches falling. Then Wednesday, the wind advisory ends around 2 o'clock. So I'm thinking maybe Wednesday I might have her drop me off and then hike a few miles to the first shelter after that point she drops me off at, which is called Sam's Gap. And then maybe at least get a couple miles in before dark to whatever the next shelter is. I'll look that up once I'm at the hostel and have time to do such. But what a drastic change to plans. As I said in one of my earlier videos, flexible is too rigid, stay fluid. A beautiful stream down there as we're making our way up some mountain. It's nice to see that pretty stream down there. As we continue to make our way towards Sam's Gap, there's a little bit of a view out there. You can see the trees, the colors are changing from brown as they're starting to bloom anyway. We still have a good 6 miles. I have Chica with me. I refuse to leave her behind. This is only her third day on trail. She's section hiking. So this is a big effort for her, going 18 miles on only her third day on trail. But she wants to get off as well. So I told her I would not leave her behind. We should get to the parking area where we get picked up, probably close to dark. But at least we'll get there, be off the trail for the night, take a zero tomorrow during the bad weather, and then resume maybe midday Wednesday to see what it holds for us. But again, I just don't have it in me to take off and leave her behind. All right, I'm up on Hogback Bridge, 2.2 miles from Sam's Gap. This is the view. Nice to have a bit of a view. The winds are picking up, so I'm hoping in the next hour and a half I can be there. Chica, she's doing an awesome job for only her third day on the trail. Okay, this says Moy Rest, Matthew 11:28-30. The Appalachian Trail, Sam's Gap, North Carolina. As this natural bowl of springs, creeks, meadow, and forest passes from our family to the U.S. Forest Service, Jim, Sarah, Mike, and Jim Moy Jr. of Atlanta, Georgia, recognize this part of the Appalachian Trail as a manifestation of the glory of Christ Jesus our Lord. Romans 11:36. As God nurtured our strong love for Jesus, we had personal encounters with him regarding this unique property. It is our prayer that the Moy tract on the trail will be a place of inner peace and gentle rest. And then it says James Dunaway Moy, John 15:11, Revelation 12:11, Sarah Shepherd Moy, Isaiah 26:3, John 5:24, Michael Raleigh Moy, John 14:6, Romans 8:1, James Dunaway Moy Jr., Joshua 24:14 and 15, and 2 Timothy 2, verse 2. Expression from the Moy family, April 16th, 1998. Erected by the Moy Foundation, www.themoyfoundation.org. Woohoo! We've made it down here. This is Sam's Gap. Underneath that bridge is the parking area. It's about 0.1 mile away. And that will give us an 18-mile day. We did it. And great Chica over here, let me tell you, her third day on the trail, section hiker, and goes 18 miles. It has taken me over a month to go 18 miles. And she had the stamina to do it with her third day on the trail. Simply amazing. So our ride might already be here, not sure. If not, I'll let her know we've arrived. The temperatures are definitely dropping. And yeehaw, we made it.